Hello, welcome to this practice. This is day 3, week 2 in my January yoga challenge. This week we are exploring activating our desires. So different practices, different ways of thinking, ways of being that can help us to move in the direction of what our heart wants. And today is called balance, and I want to emphasize the importance of creating balance between action and stillness when it comes to manifesting our desires, because the most important thing is actually not the action, it's the inspired action, and the inspiration for the right action comes when we are more in tune with our intuition, and our intuition can be activated through stillness. So it's really important, and just important in general for our health and our nervous system and our ability to be present, to find pockets of stillness amongst the action. This allows really powerful wisdom to come through to us, and it can actually make the process of moving in the direction of our desires a lot easier. And it also allows us to slow down and reflect and be present and check in and make sure that we are still on the path that is most fulfilling to us, most in line with what our heart wants. So in this practice today, we will explore that through some balancing poses and also through combining movement and flow with stillness. So let's start with stillness and a few grounding breaths. Breathing in through your nose as you find a gentle lengthening in your spine. And exhaling, feeling this moment exactly as it is. And it's important to also note that stillness isn't always comfortable, it isn't always exciting or easy, and sometimes it might feel boring. But I've learned to realize that actually boredom is not a negative thing, and it allows us to tap into more inspiration, more flow. So I want you to simply observe what's here in this moment of stillness. Is there a feeling of urgency to get to the next thing? Is your mind saying, come on, let's get on with this? Is there some emotion present? Do you feel content in this moment of stillness? So just focusing on your breath and noticing what's there. Beautiful. One more breath in. And exhale out through your mouth. Perfect. Fingertips to the earth. Sit up nice and tall. Find expansion in your heart, shoulders back. Inhale your arms up. And exhale, take a gentle twist to the right. Pulling the belly in and around, starting to find that connection to your center. This is going to be useful in our balancing poses. Shoulders are down and we're lengthening out through the crown of the head. Inhale, back to center, reach your arms up. And exhale, twist to the left. Connecting to your center as you twist, belly in and around. We're enjoying some relaxing construction noises again. And also some thunder, so there is a storm on its way. Inhale back to center. And exhale, float your hands down. Coming into tabletop. Take a moment to press down into the palms and the tops of the feet, and just drop your belly as if you're coming into a cow pose, and then cat pose, and then find a neutral. So we want to think about having a neutral spine, neutral pelvis, And then lifting the belly up towards the spine to find that connection. Also broadening through your upper back so you're not collapsing in the chest. But to get that sensation, you can actually just collapse down into the chest to see what that feels like, and then actively lift. From here, take your left foot back, tucking the toes, and just press back through the heel and stretch through the back of that left leg. And then come back to neutral, lift your left heel. As you do this, try not to collapse in the spine and the lower back. Inhale, right fingers forward. And breathe. Feel energy pulling your right fingers forward and your left heel back. Exhale and release. Beautiful. Extend your right leg back, tuck the toes, find that stretch in the back of the leg first. Come back to neutral, lift your right heel. Keep the connection to your center, to your spine, and ensure toes are turned down, hips are square. Inhale, left fingers forward. Try and find some stillness, feel the energy, pulling the fingers forward and the heel back. And exhale to release. Amazing, tuck the toes, sit back on the heels. Loop your shoulders up towards the ears as you breathe in. And then exhale, roll them back and down. Open your palms and take a moment here just to remember this intention and find a moment of stillness. Notice what's present in these moments of stillness. Is there a feeling of wanting to move on to the next part? Is something else there? Is there any intuitive messages, urges, desires? Beautiful. Breathe in and exhale, release. Bring your palms to the ground, release your feet, and then tuck the toes once more, send it into downward dog. Walk out your dog. Inhale, right leg up to the sky, one-legged dog. Exhale, bring the knee in towards your chest, shoulders over wrists, and squeeze using your core. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, step it through, landing between the hands. Keep your back knee lifted. Find a little movement back and forth. From here, connect to your back leg by drawing the knee up and activating your quad muscle. We're going to slowly unravel the spine, so you can kind of round through the spine as you stack the vertebrae one at a time, coming up and then opening, softening the arms. Inhale, reach them up. Exhale. Plant your palms back down and then kick your left foot up. You're going to stay lifted in a halfway position as you kick your heel higher. Breathe here for a moment, find balance. Exhale, keeping your leg lifted, try and bring your nose towards your knee. Amazing. From here, lift your heart center again. Bring your right hand to the ground, just to the right of your right foot. and start to open into half moon. You can bring left hand to your left hip and start to loop your left shoulder open. Turn your left toes so that they're opening, and you're opening your body to the long edge of your mat. Activate this left leg to help you balance, and you might be able to reach your left fingers up towards the ceiling or the sky. Loop your left shoulder open. Become light on the fingers on your right hand. Well done. Inhale. Exhale. Left hand, left foot, and fold. Finding a moment of stillness here in forward fold. You can just relax your hands to the ground, take them to the backs of the legs, or grab opposite elbows. Maybe a gentle sway. Really feel that lengthening in your spine and your hamstrings. And then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky, one-legged dog. Exhale, curl, bringing the knee to the nose, shoulders over wrists. Use your core. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, this time step between the hands. Runner's lunge, finding some movement. Okay, activate through your back leg, and then we're going to try and roll the spine up. Beautiful. Open the heart, shoulders back. Inhale the arms up. Exhale. Bring your hands down to the ground and kick your right foot up. You can take your hands forward slightly and find that halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Bring your nose towards your knee. Keep kicking your right leg up high. Inhale to lift, bring your left hand forward for stability and start to open. Right hand can come to right hip, half moon pose. Opening the chest and the torso to the back edge of your mat. Keep pressing your right heel high. This back leg or this right leg is active. And then if you can, take your right fingers up. Be light on your left fingers. Great stuff. One more breath. Exhale, right hand, right foot, forward fold. Bow your head. Find some movements. Inhale, slowly unravel the spine. Feel that delicious movement as you come up, not rushing. And then we'll take a moment of complete stillness in mountain pose. Simply focusing on the breath. Any sensations in the body. Well done. Inhale and open your heart. Reach your hands back for extended mountain, and then exhale, fold forward through center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Breathe in. Exhale, lower, drop the knees or keep them lifted, elbows tight to the body. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra, elbows in. Feel the muscles in your back and core. Exhale, lower. 3 more. Beautiful. On the last one, you can come back into baby cobra or take it all the way up into upward facing dog. And then we're all going to meet in child's pose or downward dog first, and then lowering into child's pose. Forehead to the earth. Soften and relax. And let's make our way into a seat. Just a moment of contemplation here, reflection. Where can you maybe force less and allow more stillness and more flow in your life in general, in the action that you're taking towards your dreams? So just let this question sit with you as you close your eyes for a few final breaths here. Welcome in any insights. Embrace the chaos. The Bali constriction. Whatever chaos is in your life right now. I really want to make this a space where people can be unapologetic and imperfect, so to speak, even though I think that everything is perfect in life. I think striving for perfection, there's a fine line between wanting to have quality work and quality relationships and be a good person, and then also always feeling like you're not enough, and also putting off sharing your gifts with the world because of this fear of it not being good enough and not being perfect enough. And I did this for so long. And so with this series, this new series, I'm really trying to just embrace whatever's happening in my life, whatever's happening in my surroundings, and be unapologetic about sharing with you this gift, because to me this is a gift. And perfectionism actually stops you from helping other people with your gifts. And so with that said, if I show up imperfectly, if there's a bit of background noise, if I fall out of a pose, if my flexibility is not great one day, or I'm not super balanced, often I do edit these things out. So there is that element of still striving to be perfect, but I'm just being transparent with you. I want this to be a channel for unapologetic yoga. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's just about connecting inward to our bodies and celebrating our bodies and ourselves and the present moment. With that said, there's some really loud banging behind me, but it's all part of this beautiful experience. Let's end there with our palms together and a final moment of complete stillness and silence. And bow your head. Namaste.